Welcome to St. Vincent, Ms. Gleadall and Ms. Kajim. Thanks for
Thank you. Thank you.
And Mary, I just want you to give us an idea of your organization and what is it that you're doing.
Well, it's called the British Caribbean Philatelic Study Group, and it's comprised of about 400 members from all around the world who specialize in British Caribbean islands, the stamps of postal history, anything to do with the mail. And about 50% of the members come from North America and the rest from around the world.
Okay, so you have decided to showcase your stamp exhibition in St. Vincent. Can you just elaborate a bit on that?
Well, we have annual meetings, and every 5th year we choose a Caribbean island, which is usually voted by the membership who have got interests in, and this year the vote went amongst us to St. Vincent.
So give us an idea of what is it that will take place in the exhibition on Friday and Saturday?
Well, about 40 members have come down to St. Vincent, and they've brought parts of their collection to showcase, and the public are invited to the exhibition, which is at Sunset Shores, starting on Friday and at 10 o'clock, and open all Friday and Saturday. And we do hope the public, especially the young youth of the country, will come and enjoy and get an idea of our stamp collecting endeavors.
If I can add to what Mary is saying, now these persons who will be exhibiting, a lot of them, they are general collectors in the sense that they collect stamps generally, but they also specialize. For instance, we have someone who specializes in Cayman Island. So anything about Cayman Island pertaining to stamps, the postal history, the postmarks, the registered mail, return mail, anything like that on Cayman Island, this person collects, right? And then we have another person who is right now specializing in the overprints. You know, recently we had some stamps that were overprinted. They were blocked out and they were overprinted 10 cents and 20 cents from the post office. And those are no longer available because the supply has been exhausted. And this person is specializing in those stamps and have been cataloging them. And this will be in the Stanley Gibbons and Scott's catalog, right, when the process is finished. And then we have another person who is specializing in St. Vincent stamps, although he collects stamps from around the world. Anything about St. Vincent stamps. And this person is also doing like postcards of St. Vincent. But we're talking from the early century, not from before 1950s, postcards prior to that. You know, so they are specialists. Although they are general collectors, they are specialists. And what is interesting is to see that once you are collecting stamps generally, but that's not the only thing you are collecting. A lot of people collect coins, they collect banknotes, in addition to that they collect postcards. Some do anything with postal history, some do with postmarks. So it is so wide and varied. So it's not just to think you're collecting stamps and stamps per se, but it is very broad, and there are many, many aspects to it. And by coming to this exhibition, you will realize the many, many ways that one can collect and how you can specialize. It's really interesting, and I think whoever comes to the exhibition will be an eye-opener, because for myself as a collector, by mixing with them, by talking with them, I have realized so much that in a sense, I feel, although I've been collecting for quite a few years, I feel like I'm a baby compared to how they are in terms of collecting. And it's really been an inspiration. And if you have any interest in any sort of collecting, it doesn't have to be stamps, any sort of collecting, you need to come, because you will be inspired. You will be, even if you have not been collecting for a while. Anything. Some people collect pins. So it's just not to that. But this particular group is on the British Philatelic Study group, right? Anything on the Caribbean stamps they're dealing with.
And a lot of people collect certain themes on stamps. Yes. So at the moment with the cricket, well, the cricket's just finished, but that's a very popular thing, is to collect all the cricket stamps from the Caribbean and specialize in that, or butterflies or birds, whatever, you've got to love what you're collecting to be enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, so my question was just coming to that to give me an idea of some of the things that you collected. Well, and put on the stamps. Back to Ms. Kajim. Just give us an idea of your club, local club, what is it that it does, and where you're at this moment regarding the collection of stamps.
Okay, I'm going to give you just quickly a brief history. The club started in 1992 when I had first done an exhibition at a public library downtown. It was a very successful exhibition, and that was when the club was actually born. And we have been going on for a couple of years, and we'd had numerous exhibitions with phone cards, stamps. We had a banknote exhibition at one of the banks also. And unfortunately, a couple of years ago, due to circumstances beyond my control, the club had not been active. But we are now in the process of reactivating the club because we still have a lot of interest out there. We still have our members, and we have a lot of persons have indicated to us that they will be interested in joining. So persons who will be coming out to the exhibition, if you have any interest in being a collector or joining the club, you can contact us. But as I said, we are soon to bring the club into the active state again, and you definitely will be hearing more of us because we will be calling on you to do things like this for us from time to time.
Okay, then is there anything else that you want to, tell the public regarding the exhibition, on both days?
Well, the exhibition is only on for 2 days, Friday and Saturday, right? It is, I would say it's an eye-opener for a lot of people. Some people might miss the exhibition because of whatever reasons, but we, the club, a lot of the exhibits that will be on, they will be left with us. The exhibition, some of the exhibits are not the original stamps because some of those stamps are very valuable. So what some of the collectors have done, they have made color copies of the stamps with all the write-ups. And those they will be leaving with the club and other materials. So anybody want to afterwards see some of those things, they can contact us.
I'd just like to encourage everybody to try and attend because it is a unique opportunity to have so many wonderful collections shown down here.
In addition to the exhibits that will be on from the Philatelic Study Group, the local club will be doing some exhibits too. This will be like, some of it will be stamps. I know one of the exhibits will be like unusual shape stamps, which some persons would have never seen before, right? So that will be an interesting thing. Some will be of like covers. We'll have some phone cards and probably some other things on exhibits. So the local club plus the British Philatelic Study Group will together be doing this exhibition.
And the exhibitors will be on hand to explain their collection to anybody that's interested.
Okay, ladies, thanks for your job well done.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure.